Hey, it's Len at Lion Strong Athletics. If you're a beginner and you're not sure what to do about your tricep training, or maybe you're more advanced and you're looking for a shakeup in your workout program, I'm going to show you 2 exercises that you can add today. One exercise is going to be cable-based. Another exercise is going to be free weight-based. We're going to use dumbbells for that. And we're going to have one exercise that's targeting the stretch of a tricep, and one exercise that's targeting the contraction of a tricep. But before we get to that, hit that like and subscribe button. Go leave me a comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see. So what are we working today doing the tricep exercises? We're targeting a muscle called your Triceps Brachii, and that's the one on the back of the arm. Its job is to take your arm from a bend and push it into a full extension or lockout. So why are we going to do tricep exercises to begin with? Honestly, aesthetics. It's just all about having bigger, better looking arms. And once your muscle has pushed out enough, and then you lose enough body fat, you can get it to show on the back of your arm and get this cool little horseshoe look here. Now, we might have a little bit of crossover benefits into everyday life. Maybe I need to push something at the house. This might help me accomplish that task a little bit. And maybe in some sports, it might make me a little bit better at throwing. Or maybe boxing, I'm trying to push out faster. But honestly, there's better movements for that. So our main goal here is aesthetics. It's bigger, better arms. It's training to get that awesome horseshoe look. The first exercise we're going to go over today is called the overhead tricep extension. We're going to use a free weight for this via dumbbell. You can use a barbell. It's called a French press. But today we're going to do the dumbbell version. But first I want to go over what our goal is for this exercise. And that is to work your triceps in a stretch position. If you don't know how to stretch your triceps, what I want you to do is push your elbows up like this. You can help with your other arm and pull it back like that. And you're going to feel a stretch here through your tricep. Now that's basically what we want to accomplish during this exercise, is get into a stretch and then contract out of that stretch. Okay? So first things first, I'm going to grab a dumbbell. What I want you to do on your grip is to put your hands together like you're catching a football or like you're forming a triangle. And you're going to put it at the bottom of the dumbbell just like this. Now your thumbs are interlocked. I have total control of this weight. I'm going to push this up to my shoulder and then press it up overhead. Conversely, when you're done the exercise, you go shoulder and then back down. So shoulder up. I'm going to press this and try to line up so I'm even. That's why it's good to use mirrors when you work out to make sure that you're not off to a side. You're even when you go to press. Now my goal here is to try and stretch my tricep muscle back. And I do that by dropping the weight as far as I can to the ground here. So right now my tricep is in a stretch position. And then I'm going to try and contract it out of that stretch position by pressing up. Now it's important to realize I didn't go to the top on this movement. I did not lock out. And that's because we are fighting gravity every time we use free weights. So when you lock up at the top, I actually don't have any tension on my triceps at all. I have tension on when the elbow is bent. Okay? So what I want you to do is pop down deep into that stretch, and you're going to contract 2/3 to 3/4 of the way up. And that way I keep tension on the muscle via gravity. Down, big stretch, drive, press up, and back down. Drive, press up, keep tension, and back down. When you're done, dumbbell goes back onto the shoulder, and then you can easily flip it back down. We just finished the overhead tricep extension, which targets the stretch of the triceps. Now we want to do an exercise that's targeting the contraction of our triceps. We're moving on to a cable machine here, and what we're going to do is a simple cable rope extension. This is incredibly common in the gym, but we're going to do it a little bit different so that we can really target the contraction of the tricep. So how do we contract the tricep? We extend all the way and get that squeeze. But what that means is if we want to target that, We need some kind of force that is perpendicular to our forearm, which would pull us and pull our elbow away from that contraction. So at the gym, you've probably seen people very tight to here while they're doing the rope extension and pushing down. And this is a great exercise, just not the version we're doing today, because the tension right now is pulling me up, which is awesome if I'm working the stretch of my tricep. Because at the bottom on that contraction, I actually don't have that much tension pulling me and my triceps away from a contraction. What I need is that tension to go out in front instead of up. So a simple fix, just by moving our body out like this, now we are changing where the force is coming from relative to our tricep. So now if I go to extend my tricep down, I now have a force that is pulling me away from the stretch. Okay? So what I want you to do is just that. We're going to walk out with this tricep. My pinkies are at the bottom of the rope. I like to just get into a bit of an athletic position here and have my elbows just slightly in front of me. We're going to push this down and then contract our triceps as hard as possible and then release back. And the key here is, again, constant tension. Okay? So right now I have just a touch of tension still left in my triceps. If I go any further, that tension is totally gone. Again, we're just targeting the contraction of the tricep, not the stretch. This is just one variation of this rope movement. So right here I have tension. I go down, I get this hyper squeeze on my tricep, and I release. That's all it is. Squeeze, release as far as I can under tension, and I'm really targeting the tricep contraction here. When you're done, lock it up, and you'll feel like your triceps are pumped to the max. So we just went over two great exercises for the tricep. One for the stretch, that's the overhead tricep extension. One for the contraction, that's the rope tricep extension. Add those to your program, see how it works out for you. If you're a beginner, I want you to do 10 to 15 reps. Try to get fairly close to failure 2 or 3 times. If you're an advanced lifter, I want you to do 1 set, all-out failure. Really go after those triceps. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you like these 2 exercises. I hope you enjoyed the video.